بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The title of the lecture today, and we will talk about cementum. In the previous lecture, we talked about the enamel, dentin, pulp, and this is the fourth lecture in your second course. What means cementum? The definition of cementum: it is a hard avascular connective tissue that covers the root of the teeth. Rule of cementum: covers and protect the root of the dentin, provide attachment for the periodontal ligaments fiber, and it reverses tooth resorption. So it has very important role. Varies in its thickness, the thickest area in the apex and the thinnest area in the cervical area. Thickest in the apex and interradicular of multi-rooted teeth, and the thinnest in the cervical area. 10 to 15 micrometer in the cervical area, and about can exceed the 600 micrometer at the apical area. In this طبعا section on your right, this is ground sections. You can see why we called it ground sections, because the enamel is appeared here. So cementum at the apical area can exceed sometimes 600 micrometer. Cementum simulate bone, and cementum differs from the bone, differentiated from the bone. In this statement, cementum simulate bone, organic fibrous framework, ground substance, crystal type, development, lacuna, canaliculi, incremental lines. They are produced by continuous but phasic deposition of cementum. فإذا عندنا هنا cementum يشبه البون. Here, cementum differs from the bone. The differences between the cementum and bone, you must focus and distinguish between the cementum and bone in this important statement. Cementum not vascularized, we called it from the beginning, it is a vascular tissue. A reason for it being resistance to resorption, minor ability to remodel, more resistance to resorption compared to bone, lack neural components, so no pain. 70% of bone is made by inorganic source, and cementum only 45 to 50%, so they differ in their chemical composition. Clinical correlation: cementum is more resistant to resorption, important in permitting orthodontic tooth movement. طبعا بهذا الرسم التخطيطي يبين انه السيمنتم كلش ينفعنا بالorthodontic treatments بالtipping and bodily movement. وهنا بالاذر سلايد histological sections on your right الاوستيوكلاست مبينه، لان يصير عندنا الابوزيشن والديبوزيشن بالبون، لكن السيمنتم يبقى هو على حاله more resistance to resorption بحاله الحالات التقويميه. Development of cementum: طبعا السيمنتم in its origin ectomesenchymal tissue. From where? From the dental follicle. Dental follicle from where? From the ectomesenchymal tissue. قلنا الستركتشر الوحيد اللي بالتوث اللي هو اكتوديرم هو الانامل. فإذا السيمنتم حالة الدنتين أيضا من الإكتوميزنكايمال tissue. Cementum formation occurs along the entire tooth, hair to epithelial root sheath اللي هي عبارة عن inner and outer dental epithelia. Hair to epithelial root sheath send inductive signals to the ectomesenchymal of the pulp cells to secrete predentin by differentiated into odontoblast. فإذا تنطي إيعاز لخلايا الدنتال بابيلا أو الدنتال بالب to differentiate into odontoblast، وتبدأ خلية الأودونتوبلاست secretion للبريدنتين of the root. أول من يصير عندنا البريدنتين of the root طبعا راح يصير عندنا differentiation بالسيمنتوبلاست. differentiation يعني from the ectomesenchymal cells to cementoblast. من يتكون السيمنتوبلاست سيل طبعا راح يبدي عندنا اللي down cementum. Okay? How cementoblast get activated to lay down cementum is not known. 3 theories طبعا، هذه فقط للاطلاع عليها. Infiltrating dental follicle cells receive reciprocal signals from the dentin or the surrounding hair to epithelial root sheath cells and differentiate into cementoblast. أو من الhair to epithelial cells directly differentiate into cementoblast. And so بعدين عندنا بالthird theory what about the function of epithelial cell rest of malaces؟ بعد هذه وظيفة الريست اوف ماليسز اللي هي عبارة عن الهير تو epithelial root sheath اللي بقت بالبريودنتال ligaments، شنو وظيفتها؟ فإذا هنا السيمنتوبلاست شلون يصير اكتيفيشن مالتها؟ من خلال النظريات الثلاثة هذه. Cementoblast derived from the dental follicle, transformation of protein associated with cementogenesis, growth factors, epithelial enamel-like factors, collagens, glycosaminoglycan proteins. طبعا هاي كليتها ملحقة associated with the cementogenesis، نحتاجها بعملية السيمنتوجينيسيس and also alkaline phosphatase. hyaline layer أول طبقة من السيمنتم we called it intermediate cementum أو Hopewell Smith layer أو hyaline layer only. فإذن هذه كلها same name layer واحدة، هي اللاير مالت السيمنتم اللي قريبة من Tom's granular layer of the root dentin. What mean intermediate cementum or what mean Hopewell Smith? It is the first layer of cementum is actually formed by the inner cells of the hair to epithelial root sheath and deposited on the root surface is called intermediate cementum or hyaline layer of Hopewell Smith. Deposition occurs before the hair to epithelial root sheath disintegrate. Cells of the dentinal tubules. Intermediate cementum is situated between the granular dentin layer of Tom's and the secondary cementum that is formed by the cementoblast. Approximately 10 micrometer thickness and mineralized greater than the adjacent dentin or the secondary cementum. فإذن بالمينراليزيشن هي نسبة كبيرة عندها. بالمينراليزيشن هذا الانترميديت cementum. طبعا هذا رسم تخطيطي يبين السيمنتوسايت شلون انحصر وكونت السليولار cementum. Properties of cementum. Physical properties of cementum. It is pale yellow, dull surface, more permeable than other dental tissue. Relative softness and thinness at the cervical portion means the cementum is readily removed by the abrasion when gingival recession exposes the root surface to the oral. Chemical composition of cementum. Here you must focus on the chemical composition of cementum. تحفظون هذه النسبة إنه 45% to 50% hydroxyapatite inorganic and 50% to 55% collagenous and non-collagenous matrix proteins اللي هي organic materials. collagen components اكو تايب عندنا تايب 1 هو التايب الرئيسي the main type of collagen in the cementum type 3 type also 12 and طبعا بهذا التول سلايد نشوف on your left acellular extrinsic fibers واللي تحته هو cellular intrinsic fiber cementum and on your right side طبعا نشوف cellular cementum cellular intrinsic fiber cementum اللي بهذا الحرف CIFC cellular intrinsic fiber cementum.